This video is going to be about DaVinci Resolve, and if you've never used it, this is kind of a beginner's guide for it. Open up DaVinci. I just did a time lapse. We're going to take that video and we're going to load it straight into a new file. So the time lapse is just a time lapse of right outside my window to it getting dark. Now the first thing you're gonna need to know is how to cut. Now I have all my settings saved onto my Stream Deck, so I can just press them to do whatever. But you can go up to the DaVinci Resolve keyboard customization and you can change all of your keybinds to whatever you need them to be. Let's say that part is kind of boring. You can cut it right there. Take this, delete it, delete empty spaces. It'll only work in the edit tab, which is what I usually edit in. Delete empty spaces and it'll delete all that empty space. Let's say, oh, this is too slow for me. I want it to start becoming that speed about there. Right here, right click, read time controls, set 100%, change speed, and you can boost it up. I think I'm going to boost it up to 400. Delete empty spaces, and you have yourself as a really sped up time lapse. And then right there, where I took that cut is where it stopped that speed ramp. Another thing that I use all the time is keyframes. So let's say that tree, I kind of want to zoom in on it. We're going to start with a keyframe there at the beginning, and wherever you want it to zoom in, like right there, you can just zoom in and position it to where you want it to be. Replay it. This is the sped up part. And once we're out of it, it'll start to zoom in. And then you want it to zoom back out. It already has keyframes, so you can go ahead and just you want it to zoom back out, so you can zoom it back out to 1, and then reset all of these to the best of your abilities. And then it'll slow back down, zoom back in, and then zoom back out. Another thing is audio. I didn't record any audio with this, but let's say I want to put a little bit of music to it. Say I want to add music like this. I would take music like that onto my timeline. My gosh, not what I wanted. Just drag it straight on. Unlink it so that you can delete the video. Now let's say this looks too boring. It's like there's so many different effects that you can go into. So let's say I wanted to do the DSLR. It'll do this weird effect, which we don't want. Video call. Makes it look like a video call. zoom blurs. Come over here where there's nothing happening, and we took this, started a keyframe, and we'll just zoom in. Whew. And then right here, I want it to be back to normal. Like that. And right there, we can add zoom blur. So you can kind of see right there how it makes that blur. A video transition. So your transitions would be in your toolbox, but if you go over to your edit, they would be right here. Let's just like take a snippet out of the video to make it have a jump like that. And then right in between, we could put a blur dissolve right there. It makes it look like nothing really happened. You could also add text. One way to do that would be just titles, and you could drag them straight in like that. You could go straight into Fusion and open a new text. Type something, and now it's in your video. And if you cut it, delete anything, it's just going to stay there.